I'm feeling great. I don't have to play.
Yeah. Okay, so but next Super Bowl's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Are you mentally preparing for that one already?
Yeah, the last time it was there was fun.
Yeah.
It's you like to go visit places like New Orleans and New York and L.A. and everywhere else they have it. But it's fun when it's in the Bay Area. You don't have to fight traffic in the airports.
Yeah.
So,
I can imagine you're a little busy, though, doing all of the press and all of that stuff that you have to do.
Yeah, I stay busy through a good portion of it. From Thursday, a little bit slower towards the end of the week, but it's always fun to come here. You run into some old people and you all tell all the same old lies.
Yeah, it does seem like a fraternity walking around Radio Row for sure. So the NFL is thinking about going to an 18-game season. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's okay as long as they shorten the preseason games. Nobody likes the preseason games. I think the preseason games are more for a test of the younger guys that the draftees and some teams that you may have traded for during the offseason. But I think it's okay. I mean, you're going to play that many games anyway. But if they can shorten and keep the first part to a minimum, I think everyone would be fine.
Okay.
Everybody likes playing for real.
Right, yeah. So the preseason games, getting rid of them wouldn't be super consequential, you feel like, to get prepared for the season?
No, I think, nowadays, even when I was still with the Chiefs, we would go down and practice again. Our facility, our summer workout was near the Saints, and so we would go down and scrimmage them in the while we were getting ready for training camp. So I think there's ways to get around doing that and timing things up, and everybody will have the same problem.
Right. As long as you're prepared going into the season, right?
Yeah. So it'll be an advantage for some veteran teams, but
that's fair, yeah, for sure. So the other thing that the NFL is doing is adding a lot more international games. We've seen that Australia got added. I mean, that's quite far away for travel.
My friend already called me. Hey, are you coming? Tell the NFL to bring you down here and be a liaison. So I'm like.
So you're excited about it.
I just saw it. Yeah.
You're excited about it as a former player. What about if you were playing in those games?
Well, they're going to take them down there plenty of time ahead. It would be my guess, and I think going international is fun. I mean, we only went for preseason when I was playing, but I think playing games for real it's a lot more meaningful, and it's a lot better for the fans of that country.
Do you see how global the game of football has gotten since there's been more international football now?
Oh, yeah. And I think that was what the NFL realized was that's been the biggest downfall was that they didn't try to go global earlier.
One of the things that we're seeing on the global stage also is now that flag football has gotten added to the Olympics for 2028. What do you think about that being added to the Olympics? Do you think it's going to do even more for the NFL and just football in general?
I think it definitely would do more for football in general. Is it an Olympic sport? Who knows? I mean, there's all kind of crazy things in there now, right? So, but it'll be fun for people to watch. It's always exciting. The ball's always getting thrown around. And it'll help teach people what football really is about.
It remains to be seen if NFL players are going to be able to play in it or are going to want to play in it. Would you have played? I mean, Olympian's a different title. It's a prestigious one.
I think it's a little different than like the NBA and all that. It's still a physical game in the NBA, but I think that what the guys are making these days, I don't think the owners will want to have them running around playing flag football for the Olympics.
That's fair. So what it is going to do is a lot for women's flag football, right? And that we're seeing that as a big step.
Yeah, you see that more and more everywhere. That flag is coming up instead of padded football these days to a certain age, and I think that's fine. I think early on for kids, pads are okay. I always say because when they're really little, it's like bunch ball, right? Nobody, they all go in a bunch and then they all fall down.
They're not reading the playbook yet.
No. And then what happens is when one guy gets, all of a sudden, there's one or two guys that grow faster than others, and that's when the game becomes difficult, I think, for kids in the contact side of it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm all for it. And whatever, early on in pads and then go to flag.
So last we got to talk. You're here with Pfizer. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I've been with Pfizer now for a number of years, and one of the things we're getting out and have people understand is the risk of pneumococcal pneumonia, and that the CDC has now lowered the at-risk age to 50, and 50 and above, you're 6 times more at risk, whether you're healthy or not. And so we're just starting to get people to realize that you can battle this with vaccination. I got vaccinated, and so to get out there and talk to your doctor, your pharmacist, and find out you're at risk, and work out a program. Or you can get on, they have a great website called Vax Assist, VAXassist.com. That has a lot of great information on it. So
VaxAssist.com.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
And last we got to ask, are you picking your former team?
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah.
It's hard to bet against them. I think everybody likes to see Philly win, but it's hard to bet against the Chiefs.